Hello everybody, my name is EK. Last time we did Plague City, today we are continuing the elf storyline with Biohazard. So I can start this quest by talking to Elena at her home in northern East Ardougne. It is a short quest from 2002. It has only requirements in Plague City being completed and then combat level 10, which obviously we have in spades. So just to catch you guys up in case you missed the first video, Elena is the NPC that we saved from the plague house in western Ardougne. She has now returned to her house and now we get to talk to her to continue this quest chain. So let's see what she has to say. Something about the kidnappers perhaps, something about the plague, we don't know. Good day to you, Elena. You too, thanks for freeing me. It's just a shame the mourners confiscated my equipment. Oh yeah, because she was working on a cure for the plague, I do believe. So what did they take? My distillator. I can't test any plague samples without it. They're holding it in the mourners' headquarters in West Ardougne. I must somehow retrieve that distillator if I am to find a cure for this awful affliction. Do you think you could help me? Yes we can. Where do we start? I was hoping you would say that. Unfortunately, they discovered the tunnel and filled it in. We need another way over the wall. I mean, I just used it just now to go back here. Any ideas? My father's friend Jericho is in communications with West Ardougne. He might be able to help us. He lives in a house southeast of here, north of the chapel. Alright, southeast of here. North of the chapel. So would that be this house, the cooking with the cooking range? Or maybe this one? Alright, let's take a quick look. I have spoken to Elena in East Ardougne. She told me that the mourners confiscated her distillator while she was helping plague victims in West Ardougne. She asked me to help her recover it. I need to get into West Ardougne to find Elena's distillator. However, the mourners have blocked the tunnel I used before Elena suggested I talk to Jericho, an old friend of her father's, and ask for his help in crossing the wall. His home is north of the chapel in East Ardougne. Alright, so I'm really curious to see where the story is going to take us, because you know, these mourners, they kind of feel like, you know, whenever you have an RPG and there's like this royal faction who often turn out to be the bad guys after all, like they're like corrupt and stuff, the mourners kind of feel similar to that role where they go to a town because they're like, hey, we know how to deal with this plague, yet there is no plague that is being dealt with, and instead they are up to other malicious intent. Here we go, this is Jericho. Hello, Jericho. Hello, I've been expecting you. Elena tells me you need to cross the wall. That's right. My messenger pigeons help me communicate with friends over the wall. I have arranged for 2 of them to aid you with a rope ladder. Omart is waiting for you at the southern end of the wall. But be careful. If the mourners catch you, the punishment will be severe. I mean, we will definitely punish them instead, right? Thanks, Jericho. So the southern end of the wall would be somewhere along this line, I guess. So let me go scour that and see if I find something. Jericho told me that Omart, a friend of his, should be able to help me get into West Ardougne. He is waiting for me at the southern end of the wall. Oh, here we go. This is Omart. Omart, Jericho said you might be able to help me. He informed me of your problem, traveler. I will be glad to help. I have a rope ladder and my associate Kilron is waiting on the other side. Good stuff. Unfortunately, we can't risk it with the watchtower so close, so first we need to distract the guards in the tower. How? I reckon some of Jericho's pigeons might help us out here. Chuck some bird feed at the tower and then release some pigeons nearby. They should provide a nice distraction. Where do I get the bird feed and the pigeons? I'm sure Jericho can help you out with that if you ask him nicely. Alright. So Omart, a friend of Jericho, has agreed to help me cross the wall into West Ardougne. However, I need to distract the guards in the watchtower first. Omart suggested I throw some bird feed near the tower and then release some pigeons nearby. Jericho should be able to supply the bird feed and the pigeons. Okay, back to Jericho we go. Sir, I want to inquire about your pigeons. Hello, Jericho. Hello again. Have you spoken to Omart yet? I have. He told me to ask you about some pigeons. Pigeons? What do you need my pigeons for? Omar thought they'd make a good distraction for the guards. Ah, very clever. Well, I'm sure I can let you borrow some as long as you look after them. Just grab one of the cages from behind my house. You'll want some bird feed as well. I should have some in my cupboard. Let's see. If we go into the house. This is his house. Hold on. So I can go behind the house. Wait. Oh, I guess he's blocking the path. Okay, I go behind the house the other way. And I grab a pigeon cage. Here we go. It's now in my inventory. I can open it. The pigeons don't want to leave. I mean, that's good because we still need them. And let's go into the house and try and find the cupboard. Here we go. This is the cupboard. The cupboard is full of bird feed. Bird feed. Just what I needed. All right, beautiful. So now I guess we take the bird feed and we bring it back over to the tower. We put it down on the floor, release the pigeons, and then we go back and talk to the guy whose name I forgot. Okay, I assume we're talking about that tower over there, because the tower over there belongs to entirely different people, and they probably wouldn't care if we go in here. But that tower looks like it's guarding the entrance to West Ardone, and I'll probably need to do something here. So investigate watchtower. Okay, can I now use the bird feed? You throw a handful of seeds onto the watchtower. The mourners do not seem to notice. Okay, now we open the pigeon cage. The pigeons fly towards the watchtower. Look at that, cool animation. The mourners frantically try to scare them away. Alright, now we quickly go back over to Omard. Tell him that we've done the job and that we would like to now use the rope to climb over to Kilron. Alright, well done. The guards are having real trouble with those birds. You must go now, traveler. It's your only chance. Okay, let's do it. Omar throws a rope ladder over the wall. Here we go. On the other side, and drop down on the other side. Welcome to West Ardone, friend. I'm Kilron. Let me know if you want to go back over the wall. Thanks, Kilron. Do you know where to find the Mourner headquarters? It's the most northeastern building in the city. Be careful around there. So, I guess that's the building we were at last time when we talked to the head Mourner, right? Alright, I reckon this is the headquarters. This is where the head mourner is. Can I find it maybe in one of these chests? Because we're looking for the distillator. It appears there's nothing in here, though I'm not 100% sure this is the correct building. It did say northeast, and this is kind of northeast, but still like a little bit west. So maybe it's actually a building up there, and this is just where the head mourner is for some reason. Unless there are multiple head mourners, like it's a rank or something. And not just like one position. Yeah, there's a lot of mourners in this building, so I reckon this is the HQ. Back away, citizens. Only mourners are allowed inside the headquarters. Okay, there we go. I wonder if there's another way in. Well, it appears there is a staircase. Right? Wasn't there a staircase? Yeah, there is a staircase, but does it? It doesn't go down. Okay, because I was wondering maybe I can climb down somewhere into the cellar or something, and then they're connected and I can climb back up. Though I suppose I can try and... Oh, I can squeeze through the fence. Ooh. Ooh, some proper squeezing. And by squeezing, I mean I literally just walk straight through it, guys. I am a ghost, okay? So can I now go into this house? Locked. There must be a way for me to get in. Maybe there's something around here that will help me. And there's rotten apples on the floor. I'll pick up a rotten apple. Don't know why, but I can do that. And there's a cauldron. Can I make it explode? You place the rotten apple in the pot. It quickly dissolves into the stew. Anyone who eats this stew is going to have a bad time now. Am I supposed to grab a bowl or something? And then put the stew in the bowl and then share it with the people here so they get sick so I get in? Is that what I'm doing? Or do I just go here? The door is locked. Okay, I was thinking maybe I can be like, hey guys, there's food outside. This tree looks like it's made of Legos. Or like K'NEX. It's not Legos, it's K'NEX. Do you guys know K'NEX? I never really used it as a kid too much, but I know it exists. Can someone give me a bowl? Back away, citizens. Several mourners are ill with food poisoning. Is there a doctor nearby? Maybe I can go fetch them. So I guess we already had them eat from it by just going over to this guy. There are no doctors in West Ardone, just that nurse southwest of the chapel. You don't need to worry though, we'll soon have it sorted. Can I borrow her clothes and just like walk in like, hello, I'm the nurse now. Okay, so the southwest of the chapel, so southwest, so like somewhere around there, okay. Hello, I'm looking for a nurse. Are there any nurses out and about that I can talk to? There we go, Nurse Sarah. Hello. Hello. Hello, nurse. I don't know how much longer I can cope here. What, is the plague getting to you? No, strangely enough, the people here don't seem to be affected. It's just the awful living conditions that is making people ill. Yeah, I'm starting to feel more and more that this plague is made up and they have just done this to be able to beset the city and do whatever other malicious thing they want to do here. I was under the impression that everyone here was affected. Me too, but that doesn't seem to be the case. I think I'm right. I think I'm right. And I'm getting intrigued, guys. I'm getting intrigued into the quest line, and I love that. Do I relay this information to the guy I gave a hangover cure in the previous quest, maybe? Because he's in charge of the town, right? And, you know, he's gonna want to know that his people are potentially being lied to. Bravek, good sir, your people are being mistreated. Thanks again for the hangover cure. No problem, happy to help. I'm just having a little drop of whiskey then, I'll feel really good. Okay, so I guess that's not what we want to do. Do we go back to the quest NPC and give her the information? Because we still want to go in. I mean, I guess I can try and go in again and see what happens, but I'm not sure that's going to help me, because I think I need to do something to pull those guards away or something. Okay, let me try and search those boxes and see if maybe my theory about getting her outfit is correct. Doesn't appear there's anything I can do except for talking to the nurse here. I mean, maybe in the cupboard? Not sure why you want to put it in the cupboard, but... Ooh, a medical gown. Ah, I was onto something. So we now equip it, and... yes, this is totally shifted our entire appearance to make people believe we're Dr. Guys. If this guy came walking up to you, you would let him treat you, right? In any way that he seemed fit. You know, if he sees fit to do weird things, you let him, okay? Because this look, like the biceps, they're too good. They're too good, guys. Okay, let me come in. Doctor's coming through. Doctor's coming through. Hello, I'm a doctor. A doctor? I didn't think there were any left around here. I heard there was some trouble with food poisoning here. You heard right. Head on and see what you can do. All right, we're going on in, guys. We're going on in. Here we go. No. I want to click the door. Hello. Head on in. Yes, I want to head on in. Oh, I guess we talk to him through the door as well. Okay. So, we have made our way in. Let's see what is going on. We can talk to the mourners here. Hello there. Oh dear, I feel terrible. I think it was the stew. You should be more careful with your ingredients. There is one mourner who's really sick. They're resting upstairs. You should see to them first. I'll see what I can do. Alright. So the game wants us to go upstairs. Do we want to go upstairs? I mean, yeah. Yeah, why not? Let's head up these stairs. Alright, let's see what's going on. Why are there all these boxes, guys? What's hiding in these boxes? Is this some sort of food poisoning supply? We can attack this mourner, but I want to just talk to him, okay? Hello there. A doctor, at last. I don't know what I've eaten, but I feel like I'm on death's door. I mean, you're still standing and walking around, so I think you're perfectly fine. You know, when I felt like I was on death's door, you know, I definitely wasn't able to walk properly. Interesting. Sounds like food poisoning. Yes, I figured it out already. What can you give me to help? So... there's nothing I can do. It's fatal. No, I'm too young to die. I've never even had a girlfriend. Ah, poor guy. Poor guy. That's life for you. Wait a minute. Where's your equipment? It's at home. You're no doctor. Oh, you wanna fight me, bro? You wanna 1v1 me, bro? You wanna be on death's door, bro? There we go. The mourner drops a key as he dies. I didn't have any more bro lines, guys, so I'm happy that I got him in 3 hits, because that's all I prepared, you know? That's all the material I had for today. You used the key to open the gate. Okay, now, what do we find in these crates? I'll find something. I'm sure there's something here. As long as I keep doing the clicky-clicky. I will clicky-clicky my way to victory. My clickying seems to yield remarkably little result, though. I'm trying to click each individual box. I don't know if each individual box has its own loot, or if it's like the entire pile that has a hitbox. But I'm clicking everything. Oh, wait. But I clicked this box like a million times. I guess these were overlapping or something, these hitboxes, with like the camera positioning. Thus, I just couldn't click this box. I think that's what happened, because I turned the camera here, then I could click it. You search the crate and find Elena's distillator. Alright. I can use it on nothing. Beautiful. Let's go back to the quest. So, I managed to get into the mourner's headquarters in West Ardone. I found Elena's distillator inside. I should return it to her. Okay. Let's go do that. I'm assuming this isn't the entire quest, because this one has just kind of flown by so far, because it's all been remarkably logical. But I guess we'll see once we get back to Elena. I guess they're still busy with the pigeons over there. Elena, we're back. Let me kick in your door and then talk to you. You're back. Did you find the distillator? Yes, here it is. Great. Now I can finally run these tests. So I'm going to assume that she too will now learn that there isn't actually anything going on there and we are being lied to. Elena uses the distillator to test some samples. And I reckon that's why she was kidnapped as well, because she would reveal the truth to East Ardone. And they don't want that to happen because they don't want West Ardone to be taken back by the East Ardonian people. I don't understand. The touch paper hasn't changed color at all. What does that mean? I'm not sure. My old mentor in Varrock, Gidor, might know though. Could you take these to him and see what he thinks? You need to drop by the chemist in Remington first to pick up some more touch paper. Elena gives you a plague sample along with 3 vials. Now, last time I went to see Gidor, someone told the guards I was carrying some plague samples. Annoyingly, that means they've started searching everyone going to that part of the city. Ironically, the guards won't be smart enough to recognize the sample itself, so you should be able to get that in just fine. They'll probably confiscate the rest though. So what do I do? Well, I know the chemist has still been managing to get chemicals to Gidor. Maybe he can help you smuggle the things in. Great, I'll see if he can help. See you soon. Alright, a chemist in Remington. I don't know who this chemist is, but let's go to Remington. Which of course we can do because our house is in Remington. So we go to the house and we teleport back out. Big brain mode activated. Elena ran some tests on the plague sample using her distillator. However, she wasn't able to discover anything. She asked me to go to the chemist in Remington to pick up some touch paper before continuing on to take some items to Gidor in Varrock. She warned me that carrying some of the items into Varrock might be problematic and suggested I ask the chemist for help with this. Alright, who is this chemist? Let's talk to Anya. Hello? Hello, sir. What are you doing in my house? See, someone asking the correct questions here. So I'm just wandering around. I was hoping you'd give me some free stuff, or I've come to kill you. Well, let's just ask for some free stuff. Let's be nice, adventurous. I don't have much on me. Bag, 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 bag. Do you really need it? Pretty please with Thor on top. Pretty please. I don't know. I promise I'll stop bothering you. I don't know. I promise I'll stop bothering you. Oh, alright, here you go. Anya gives you some money. Okay. I don't know how much we've just gotten, but guys, we've just made bank, okay? Let's get out of here. Joke's on her. We were rich all along. Actually, we're not. We're very, very poor. But, you know, she's probably even poorer than we are, so I guess we're supposed to feel bad now. Maybe it's this house over here, the one house I haven't been in yet. Oh, talk to chemist. There we go. Beautiful. What do you want to talk about? I can talk about lamps, impling jars, or your quest. I want to talk about my quest. Sorry, I'm afraid we're just closing now. You'll have to come back another time. But I was sent by Elena from Ardone. Oh, well, that's different then. Must be pretty important for her to send you all this way. She asked me to pick up some touch paper for a guy called Gidor. Gidor? This one's on me then. I owe him more than a few favors. I should warn you though, getting to him might not be easy if you're carrying any chemicals. The guards are searching anyone heading to that part of the rock. Oh, right. So am I going to be okay carrying these 3 vials with me? With touch paper as well? You're asking for trouble. You'd better use my errand boy outside. Give them each a vial. I must warn you though, they do have a habit of stealing things. Well, that's no good. How do I stop them from stealing my vials? Just make sure you give them something they have no reason to steal. One's a painter, one's a gambler, and the other one's a drunk. Not ideal, I know, but if you pay peanuts, you get monkeys, right? The chemist gives you some touch paper. Now, don't stand around here gassing. This is clearly important to Elena. You'll find Gidor's home in the southeast corner of the rock. Okay, thanks for your help. I know Elena appreciates it. So, southeast corner of the rock. So, rock and southeast would be a house somewhere in this general direction. So, one of these houses, I guess. Okay, so Gidor, that's fine. But now I guess I have to figure out who I give what. So I have liquid honey, Athenia, and sulfuric bromine. And a plague sample and touch paper. Okay, okay. So what does the quest say now? The chemist in Remington recommended I ask his errand boys for help with this. However, he warned me that they like to steal things, so suggested I only give them something they won't have need of themselves. Okay, so Let's see, Hobbs is the drinker, I'm assuming, because, yeah, okay, he's drinking. This is the artist, and this is the gambler. Now, I don't know these substances all that well, but sulfurous stuff, I'm assuming you can't drink. Liquid honey, I guess maybe it's worth something. I don't know, like it's gold. I have no idea, maybe you can gamble it away. And Athenia, I don't know, is Athenia alcoholic? Let me Google these things in real life. I don't think it actually exists in real life. A slight different spelling of it seems to exist, but the only thing I could really find was the OSRS wiki search result, which I don't want to click on, of course. So let's talk to Da Vinci and just see what he has to say. Hello, I hear you're an errand boy for the chemist. Well, that's my job, yes, but I don't necessarily define my identity in such black and white terms. Good for you. Now, can you take a vial to Varrock for me? Go on then. So we can give him the Athenia, the liquid honey, or the sulfuric bromine. I'll just click the first one because honestly I don't really know. You give him the vial of Athenia. Okay, I'll meet you at the dancing donkey in Varrock. Okay. If I got that correct, would it have said something specific as opposed to when I didn't get that correct, or will I only figure it out at the end? So, Hobbs, I've got something for you to take to Varrock. Sounds like pretty thirsty work. So something he can't drink. Sulfur you can't drink. So I guess I'll do that because you can drink the liquid honey. Well, there's an inn in Varrock if you're desperate. Don't worry, I'm a pretty resourceful fellow, you know. So let's give him the sulfuric bromine. Okay, I'll see you in Varrock. Sure, I'm a regular at the Dancing Donkey Inn as it happens. Okay, so they're both at the Dancing Donkey Inn. And then Chauncey. Hello, I've got a vial for you to take to Varrock. Shh, the chemist asked for a lot for the wait. Oh, sorry, I thought that was going to be the drunk voice, but of course it's more like, hey guys, that chemist asked for a lot for the wage he pays. Maybe you should ask him for more money. Nah, I just use my initiative here and there, which means stealing on occasion. And I guess we'll give him the liquid honey. Right, I'll meet you at the Dancing Donkey Inn in Southeast Varrock. Be lucky. Okay. Okay, so I have no idea. I mean, to be fair, I can just teleport in. The guards won't even search me. I can teleport around. Okay, so I don't actually know where the Donkey Inn thing is. So this is the Blue Moon Inn. There's an inn here. And the house was around here as well. So I'm going to assume it's this pub. Let me go check that out. Oh, the guard says, halt, I need to conduct a search on you. There have been reports of someone bringing a virus into this area of Varrock. Wait, does this guy... Oh, wait, the guy has like a mask thing on or something. Wait, where is he though? Where is he? He's not even talking to us. The guard searches you. Is this the guard? You may now pass. You shall now pass. Alright, is it this? Oh yeah, there he is. There's Hobbs. Okay, let's see if they've all brought what I wanted them to bring. So, let's talk to Chauncey. Or Chansey. Reminds me of a Pokemon. Hi, thanks for doing that. No problem. He gives you the vial of liquid honey. Okay. Next time, give me something more valuable. I couldn't get anything for this on the black market. That was the idea. Alright, what about Da Vinci? Hello again, I hope your journey was as pleasant as mine. Well, as they say, it's always sunny in Gillinor. Okay, here it is. He gives you the vial of Athenia. Thanks, you've been a big help. Oh, he's not going to say anything specific about it? Okay, and Hobbs. Hello, how was your journey? Pretty thirst-inducing, actually. Please tell me you haven't drunk the contents. Oh, the gods, no! What do you take me for? Here's your vial anyway. Thanks, I'll get you your drink now. Are we actually going to get him his drink? I don't think we are. Actually, you know what? Guys, I'm a man of my word. So yes, please, give me a drink. Here we go, 2 gold coins. Cheers, cheers. See, the woman in the house paid for this. So let's use it on Hobbs. Here we go. Sir? You don't even want the beer? Okay, well, go away then. Here, I'll throw the beer on the floor. I don't care for it anymore. I'm gonna head over to this house because I'm gonna assume, yeah, Guidor is in here. Okay. And I'm sure he's gonna talk about the, Oh, he's in a chair! That's kind of funny. I'm assuming he's gonna talk about the odd, non-existing virus as well. Let's talk to Julie first. Hello, I'm a friend of Elena, here to see Guidor. I'm afraid that Guidor is not long for this world, so I'm not letting people see him now. I'm really sorry to hear about Guidor, but I have some very important business to attend to. You heartless rogue, what could be more important than Gidor's life? A life spent well, if not always wisely. I just hope that Sir Domin shows mercy on his soul. Gidor is a religious man? Oh goodness no, but I am. If only I can get him to see a priest. A priest? Alright, it continues. So, Elena asked me to take some of the items to Gidor at his home in the southeast corner of the rock. I tried to speak to Gidor, but his wife Julie won't let me in. She says that only a priest may see him. So, do I need to, in some way, look like a priest? Kind of similar to how previously I had to look like a nurse? I should probably talk to Gidor before leaving the area, otherwise I'll need to get my vials smuggled in again. Oh, okay, no, I won't leave. Okay, that's good to know. Because that means that all I have to do is find something in here. And there isn't an actual church in here unless I can enter through the altar here. But maybe the clothes shop can sell me some stuff that makes me look like a priest. I mean, oh, the priest gown. Oh, here we go. Easy peasy. So just get a priest gown. And this priest gown. And... Is this sufficient? Am I now a priest? Guys, am I priesting? Here we go. Julie! A priest, thank goodness, my husband is very ill. Perhaps you could read him his last rites. I'll see what I can do. Sir, I have come to reap you. Read to you. Hello, Gidor. Hello, you must be Gidor. I understand that you are unwell. Is my wife asking priests to visit me now? I'm a man of science, for God's sake. I know she means well, but it's only a little cough. She made out it was something more serious. Well, it's not killed me yet, so what do you want? So, I've come to ask your assistance in stopping a plague, or I was just going to bless your room, and I've done that now. No, let's go and talk to him about the plague, because I'm way too enthusiastic about this quest chain to waste any more time. You mean the plague of West Ardone? That's the one. I have a sample here from your former student, Elena. Elena, eh? Yes, she wants you to analyze it. You might be the only one who can help. Right then, sounds like we better get to work. I have the plague sample. Now I'll be needing some liquid honey, some sulfuric broline, and then some Athenia? Indeed. Now, I'll just apply this to the sample and... I don't get it. The touch paper has remained the same. That's why Elena wanted you to do it, because she wasn't sure what was happening. Well, that's just it. Nothing has happened. I don't know what this sample is, but it certainly isn't toxic. So what about the plague? This result can only mean one thing. There is no plague. It seems that someone has been lying about all of it. The only question is, why? Well, this is worrying. I'd better go and tell Elena right away. Alright, back to Elena we go. Gidor ran his own tests on the plague sample and discovered a disturbing truth. That the plague of West Ardone is a lie. I should return to Elena and tell her. Alright, we have confirmed your findings, Elena. Let's have a chat about them. You're back, so what did Gidor say? Nothing. What? He ran his tests and discovered nothing. The plague, it doesn't exist. Doesn't exist? But I don't understand. Why? I don't know. But I think we're about to uncover something huge. Well, I think there's only one thing for it. The king must be confronted. The king? Yes, King Lefas of East Ardone. He was the one that had the wall built. He was the one who called the mourners in. He must know what's really going on in there. Well, I'd better go and speak to the king then. Be quick, you should find him in the castle. Oh, I wasn't expecting to have to go talk to the king. Oh, that's interesting. So I returned to Elena and told her the truth about the plague. She asked me to confront King Lefas immediately. I could find him in Ardone Castle. I'm assuming this is Ardone Castle. I've not been in there yet, and I want to just walk up straight to the king. King! King, sir. Mr. King. I like how there's just a black scimitar on the floor there. Here we go. Talk to King Lefas. I assume that you are King Lefas of East Ardone. You assume correctly, but where do you get such impertinence? I get it from finding out that the plague is a hoax. A hoax? I've never heard such a ridiculous thing. I have evidence from Gidor of the Rock. Ah, I see. Well then, you are right about the plague, but I did it for the good of my people. When is it ever good to lie to people like that? When it protects them from a far greater danger, a fear too big to fathom. You have my interest. I don't understand. When my father was king, He ruled over a united Ardougne, but on his deathbed, he could not decide which one of his sons should succeed him, so he had the city split in two. I became king of East Ardougne, while my brother, Tyrus, ruled over West Ardougne. My brother was a good man and was great at many things. Being a king was not one of them. Rather than looking after his people, he went on numerous expeditions to the lands west of here. We have heard about that from the NPC in West Ardougne. On one of these expeditions, he was captured by the forces of the Dark Lord. The Dark Lord agreed to spare his life, but only on one condition, that he would drink from the chalice of eternity. Guys, we're getting some deep lore now, and I'm all for it. So there's a Dark Lord. Is that like this? Is it like a religious figure, like a Satan, or is it like an actual existing Dark Lord? I'm just going to assume there's going to be a Dark Lord at some point that we fight. And a chalice of eternity, that sounds cool as well. So what happened? The chalice corrupted him. He joined forces with the Dark Lord, the embodiment of pure evil. And so I erected the wall, not just to protect my people, but to protect all the people of Gielinor. Tyrus is king of West Ardougne. Sealing of the city was the only way to stop him and the Dark Lord. I knew people would never believe the truth, so I had a plague made up as an excuse for the cordon. I am not proud of it, but it was the only way to keep people safe. I see. Well, at least I know now. While my brother is still at large, I must ask that you keep this secret. We can't bring the wall down until we know he is no longer a danger. But how do we stop him? You're willing to help? God be praised. My brother is currently gathering strength in the lands to the west. If we are to stop him, we must find a way through the mountains. There is an underground pass that should lead through, but it is full of danger. Return to me when you are ready to face this peril. Until then, I give you permission to use my training area. It's located just to the northwest of the city. I'll also let the mourners know that you are a friend to Ardougne. You will be allowed to pass through the gates to West Ardougne whenever you please. Now you'd better be off. You have much to prepare for. And there we go. That is a Biohazard completed. We are getting 3 quest points, 1250 thieving experience, full West Ardougne access, and combat training camp access. Up to a total amount of quest points of 87. Do you need anything else, adventurer? Why don't I get started straight away? Your enthusiasm is to be commended. Very well. If you feel you are already prepared, then who am I to stop you? I think we don't have the requirements for the quest. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to be, underground pass stuff. Oh, thieving level 29. That is beautiful. So underground pass does require level 50. Well, doesn't require, but it recommends level 50 agility, level 50 thieving, and generally I will be trying to get recommendations as well as the requirements, of course, because I just like coming in prepared like that. So I am much more enthusiastic about this quest chain after this second quest than I was after the first quest. The first quest felt kind of like very much like an introductory quest, which is its purpose, you know, so it's nothing wrong with that. I just wasn't particularly excited for the storyline to be continued. Now, however, we have learned the plague is a hoax. You know, the king didn't do it for his own selfish needs. He did it for his people because his brother Tyrus made a deal with the evil Dark Lord guy thing, and, you know, we're trying to block the city off so he can't access us. He's looking for power, and he's searching in the west somewhere. So, you know, I'm guessing it's somewhere in Arendar or wherever this area is going to be. I am enthusiastic now, and I know that the question is going to be quite long. So what I think I will do now is, this is a really nice stopping point, and I talked about it in the previous video as well. I will stop doing the quest chain here, and at some point down the line, we will return and we'll try and do as many of these as we can, you know, one after the other, so we can really get deep into the storyline. I've heard Underground Pass. I don't know what it's about, but I've heard it's a really, really annoying quest. People seem to hate it for some reason. I don't know why, but I'm going to have to schedule a full day or something, because that one might trick me up as well, because I'm going to go in blind as per usual. So guys, thank you so much for watching Biohazard. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you again next time. Bye bye, guys.